Hello, ladies, gentlemen, witches, wizards, warlocks, and everybody else. Welcome back to Randolph the Grey Plays Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. Alright, we started, oh dear, what was it? Something in green last time, and we won the lawn bowling tournament, so let's jump back into it. Oh, yes, right. Look at those elegant glasses we put on him. Brilliant.
Let's go home.
Alright, Watson. Let's go home. Thanks for playing, chap. Sorry you got your face beat in by my giant lawn bowls. I don't know. See, lovely statue.
Is made of metal.
Quite a incredible deduction, Holmes. Yeah.
What a spectacular season.
What a spectacular season indeed. Look at that. Look at that. We beat Bosworth, we beat Donovan, and we beat Leebrook. Get wrecked. I wonder how the game is different if you lose the lawn bowling tournament. That's interesting. Something worth thinking about, maybe a little bit. All right. I'm assuming that the tablet is going to be stolen, and that's the big whoop on this one. Attend the award ceremony after the final. Okay, yeah. Let's bounce. 221 B Baker Street. I really enjoyed like the Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch. I also really enjoyed the Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. Basically, just Sherlock Holmes is a pretty cool dude in film, and it's so far he seems to be really well emulated in this game. From that, I have read maybe 2 Sherlock Holmes books, maybe 1, maybe a long time ago, like high school. I guess that's not that long ago, but it feels like forever ago. A Study in Green. That's what it is. A Study in Green.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Always
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
hanging out.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't
What?
you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show
Kids.
some respect for your father.
Yeah. Listen to Mr. Bouvier. Oh, we're gonna assess her? I like that. Alright. Let's figure out what we're looking at here. Tick, tick, tick. Necklace, of course. It kind of looks like an occult item, but we'll check that out in a second. Oh. Love token visits a prisoner. Love token visits a prisoner. Okay. Cuts? Oh no. We're going with that one, probably. Necklace. There's got to be something at the bottom of her then, right? Are we missing something? Are we missing? What do we... Oh, I just didn't keep going all the way. Or I did, and I'm still missing it? Occult item, maybe? What's the last one? What's the last one? Looking at the hat, looking at her face, looking at her eyes, looking at her neck, her ear, her feather, coat. Buttons? No. But none of the buttons, hey? Oh, it's her hands. It's her hands. She's not wearing a ring. Unmarried. Character portrait complete. I don't know if we did it right or not. I think we did good. Okay, it looks like we did good. Alice is Sherlock Holmes' new neighbor. She is young and beautiful, and she seems to relate well to children, but she is not married. She's still not married. The love token that she wears alludes to her connection with the criminal world. She suffered a difficult past. Her scars indicate that she survived a suicide attempt. Judging by her jewelry, she is interested in occult science. Oh, Tom, we screwed that one up. Looks like everyone else we've done pretty okay
You
on.
know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels.
Oh,
she
yes.
has already toured the world with her own father.
That's amazing.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a
Was she?
dream.
Indeed.
What a-
She's so creative and imaginative. And
Weird
that
dream, but
reminds
okay.
me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me so that she can practice playing the piano?
Refuse blame piano music? Refuse Kate's education. We'll go with this one.
It's very kind of you, but I decided that
We're a
Caitlin
good
should
dad.
stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
That's not what I meant.
Caitlin, we are neighbours. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you
Oh.
with this book.
Thank you, Miss Alice.
She kind of freaks us out a little bit. Understandably so. I mean, if you were a dad and you saw a lady with like an occult necklace on, you'd probably be a little weirded out by that. Not a ton, but like a little bit for sure, right? I mean, I would be fine with it because my best friend's a witch. We'll get into that at another time, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, Sherlock doesn't seem to like her. I was cool with it, but there was no option for me to just be like, oh, I'm cool with it. Encyclopedias, the Mayan calendar, art and architecture, history? Could be both. Aha!
The Mayan Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands, the region nowadays known as Guatemala, had reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century after death.
Now, CE.
The Maya excelled in agriculture, pottery, hieroglyphic writing, calendar creation, and mathematics, leaving behind them an astonishing record of architecture and symbolic artwork.
I do love the Mayan stuff.
The principal nation of pre-conquest Guatemala was the Quiche, also known as the Maya Quiche.
I hope I'm saying that right-ish.
The name of this people means many trees, taken from the forested highlands which they inhabited. Tekun Uman was the last ruler and the Quiche king who fought with his armies against the Spanish conquerors in the Battle of Pinal, where his chest was fatally pierced by the sword of Don Pedro de Alvarado.
We give a big thumbs down to the Spanish conquistadors, just for the record.
According to the legend, even in death, Tekun Uman continued to protect his people. Now that is a real king.
Here it is.
I think there are way too many kings who would never protect their people, who throw their people in front of them as sacrifices so that they are protected. And that is not how you lead. That's definitely
Who
not how you
chased his own
lead.
tail again? I should walk with you more often.
Yes, we should take our dog out for a walk, Holmes. You're a bad dog daddy. Well, hold on. There's this room I haven't gone in yet. Is this Caitlin's room? Ah, it was Watson's room, and now it's Caitlin's room. Is there anything in here that we should be concerned about? Any drugs? Any piano sheet music? Dude, let her play the piano, please. For the love of all things good in this world, let Caitlin play the frickin' piano, Sherlock. Someone should teach her how to play the piano, at least, at the very least. Are we going back? Has it been a day? Back to the club. We do look nice today. Frickin' Caitlin didn't like our put-on mustache, I bet. That's fine. It's good to know how to use disguises now, though. Oh, speaking of my best friend being a witch, she lives on the other side of the country from me, and that makes me sad. Oh, continuing on.
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock. Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Really? And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me?
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector.
Murder case.
What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club.
Obviously not what happened.
Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
Okay, maybe he did do it then. Okay, so this guy got murdered. Interesting. Let's start with the murder. Let's start here and we'll work our way out. Let's take a peek at this corpse. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I mean, if you're gonna go, that's one hell of a way to go. Look at them shoes.
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them.
Okay, so he knew that the dude was coming for him. Bloody
This
spear.
spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
Oh, stopwatch. That seems relevant. What do we got in here? Rotate. Oh!
The case is scratched and dented.
Oh, just scratched and dented, hey? Can we open it? No? No opening? Oh, good. Okay. Anything?
Tissot watch. Swiss. 1855. This watch is valuable and old.
Okay.
It's been through a great deal.
Good to know. It's tattered and it's old and worn, but it's a nice watch. Is what we're getting at. The crunchy leaves, I don't know exactly what that means to me. Have we done this guy a good once-over? Nope.
Zacharias' folder with some documents.
What do
These
we got
drawings
here?
represent the Mayan symbols.
Yeah, is that all, Holmes? Is that all we've got to see? The blood's not interesting to us. Nothing about this dude is interesting. Oh, a pocket. That's why we do our checks. Hey, who is it? EG? EG?
Money was left inside the wallet.
So it wasn't a robbery. Like, the dude didn't need money.
All
That's
valuables were left on the victim. The strike was powerful and well aimed.
seems like an emotional crime, not one for money, that's for sure. At least for now. Because they would have taken, if it was about money, they would have taken the money from the wallet and the stopwatch. I think. So maybe there's some passion, something to do with it.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Apparently not.
If I believed Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
We'll see. We'll see. The number one thing you need to know about Sherlock Holmes stories is that Lestrade very, very rarely is correct.
The great tournament of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club.
Ugh. That's so... like, such a wimpy sport. Look, bowling is not a wimpy sport, but, like, no sport is inherently wimpy or strong. Just get
Sir
that
Charles,
out of the way.
are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and well, I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
I'm sorry, you saw what?
You saw the statue running.
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see? The pedestal is now
Maybe
empty.
a man in armor instead, or maybe this dude's just straight up lying to us. Let's give this guy a good once-over after that question. We gotta make sure he's not shifty. This seems important. Precious stone, poor quality. Interesting. Invitation. Annual meeting. Socially active. I don't think that's just anything. Political symbol. Politically active. Let's just take a second to think that one over. Badge, ex-military, probably politically active then. Ring, married. Okay, good to know. What do we got? Is there anything along his jacket that we should be concerned about? Get a real good look at get a real close up on his face. Does he have any? He's got a weird mustache. I feel like that could be a hint of something. Could be alluding to something. I'm surprised nothing on his face is standing out to us. Let's say politically active. Seems right. Seems good. Married. Okay, what else do we got? There's got to be... There's one more thing, clearly. Obviously. What is it? What is it? What the heck? Oh, I literally got them all. Nailed it.
Sir Charles Yellingham is the manager of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. He was formerly a soldier with the prestigious infantry. A married man, Sir Charles appears to be rich, but his wealth is superficial. He is politically engaged with the Tory party and seems to have an active social life.
Interesting. You know the
Did
victim?
you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He is... oh, was a club
Wonder if
member
we played him.
and an excellent bowler.
We should go check. We should go check the board. Zacharias. Why was he here?
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not like he was coming to pick something
I
up.
don't know.
Interesting.
So, Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come
You
from?
don't know.
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Oh, that is sketchy.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
So then it definitely wasn't a valuable, like it wasn't a crime for wealth. It was a crime of passion or a crime of maybe like intellectual integrity, something like that. I have a feeling it was a personal killing.
May I go in the clubhouse?
Look at the way the
It's
club.
members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
But well, the thing is there's like if we go and we look at the body, I feel like these game guys really knew what they were doing. If we go in and we take a look at the body, it was from behind, so he didn't know it was coming, or at least he wasn't sure it was coming. Perhaps he was planning to meet with someone, and so the crunching of the leaves didn't throw him off. But you'd still think he would have turned around, like. So it must have been somebody he trusted, somebody he knew. So we gotta do a little bit more background on this guy. Maybe talk to his family. Because if it were a crime of passion, you'd think that they would have done something more vicious to the body. This is like almost an assassination, you know? Crazy idea. Crazy idea. We're just spitballing here. What if this guy got stabbed through the back by the guy who's posing as a statue to blank, and the guy we saw running away was here to blank? And we have to find him and interrogate him, and I bet you he has more information. We just don't have enough. Like, it's too... I can't come to any conclusions right now, but I can have some guesses.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
I don't know, can you? Oh, what do we
A
got
broken
here?
branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Man, I thought this game was going to be easy peasy. Nope. It's difficult, difficult, lemon difficult. I really like that meme, or that saying, or whatever you want to call it. I really like that one. Oh, what was that guy's name again? Zacharias? Did we play against Zacharias? Oh, but it's all the last names. Shucks. I should have listened more carefully. Oh, I could probably check my info, my evidence. Only members may enter the clubhouse. There was a large amount of leaves on the bowling green near the body. Okay, but what's the body? Dialogue. Oh, like I found that as dialogue. Okay. Investigate the crime scenes and interrogate witnesses. Interesting.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
If anything, playing these games with these accents is really going to help me work on my English diction. Like, I wish I knew whereabouts these accents were, like which they are specifically, because I know England / Wales / Ireland have very, like, specific dialects depending on where you come from. And I don't know why that is. I wonder if it's, like, because they're so old and because, like, the families there are, like, could be, not necessarily are, but could be, like, hundreds of years old, that maybe, like, each individual, like, small population developed their own linguistic style of the same language, you know. the way all language develops. I think it's interesting.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
But so Lestrade seems to be cool with us at the moment. What do we got here? Ah,
Scratches on the stone.
scratches on the stone. That's interesting.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, you got anything more for me?
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
Why would you... Alright, so this is why Sherlock Holmes does the thing, and not Lestrade.
Pieces from the pedestal.
From the pedestal, interesting.
Piece of the statue's mounting rod.
Maybe they stole the statue. What else are we missing? More scratches.
Traces of metal on stone.
Metal on stone, like... I'm assuming.
The statue of Tikkun Uman.
Tikkun Uman.
The surface is damaged.
Okay. Well, obviously a giant man made of metal
Traces
did not
of metal on stone.
jump off. You know, we can't be superstitious. That's not how this works.
The iron mounting rod is broken. It looks like the statue broke away from its pedestal.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, Sherlock. The statue couldn't possibly, because that doesn't make any sense. But, like, what else do we have to go on right now, man? Have I talked to everybody about everything? It's not like I can talk to the dead guy.
Oh, we can jog?
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Nothing worth looking at over here, eh? Excuse me. Maybe Lestrade has one more thing to say to us? Oh, missing statue. That would make sense.
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped.
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version. But,
Yeah, seems to be a lot more interesting.
Please go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw
Greystoke.
Greystoke lying on the ground, and believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
Oh, boom. Roasted, brother. Imagination talent helps you visualize objects and events in limited situations. Interesting. Statue throws this. Oh, wait. Deactivate that. Okay. So what do we got here? Zacharias steps on leaves. Zacharias is felled by the attack. Sir Charles emerges from the club. Zacharias steps on leaves. Statue throws spear. Zacharias is felled by the attack. What's his name comes out. Sir Charles emerges from the club, and statue jumps down and runs away. I mean, it does kind of check out. Crunch, crunch. Throws the spear, falls. He walks out and goes, "What's going on? There's a dead guy." And the statue jumps down and takes off.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar.
The calendar.
And killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Interesting. Reconstruction. I've opened up some more dialogue. It appears the statue tore away from its own stand. It appears that Mr. Greystoke was killed by the spear from Tikkun Uman's statue. The statue proceeded to tear itself from its stand and escape over the wall. So it must be that there was a man in the statue. Like, literally must be. I refuse all other
Well,
options.
Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Yeah.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Well,
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
interesting.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Sorry. Interesting. I wonder if we can go talk to this guy one last time before we head out.
A murder.
Whatever. Okay. Examine Zacharias Greystoke's body and his belongings at Scotland Yard. Let's go. Yeah, so my best friend is a witch, and she lives on the opposite side of the country, which makes me sad. But that's okay. And, like, when I say she's a witch, what does she do that makes her a witch? That's a good question. Sometimes so we used to live together back when I went to college, and she would do, like, baby witchy stuff, like...
Thank
oh, wait,
you for
we're
coming
back.
so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
I'm always ready to help anytime,
They will
Holmes.
find the thief.
I'm
Thanks,
always ready
Watson.
to help anytime, Holmes.
Thanks, Watson. You're such a good friend. I'm getting a phone call, guys. Let me pause the recording. 1 sec. Sorry about that, guys. My brother just called and informed me that my dog shat his pants. And when I went to go and get him and deal with it, well, because my brother couldn't do it because he was playing a competitive game of Overwatch, he looked up at me and goes, oh, false alarm. He's fine. Bruh. Okay, back to Sherlock.
I'm always ready to help
Yes,
anytime.
yes, of course. Always
Release
ready
my
to
son.
help, Holmes. Let's investigate. Let's investigate the cop shop real quick. Wait, this is Scotland Yard? Man, it got bigger.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
Good day to you, Mr. Irrelevant. That was rude. All right, what do we got here? Stopwatch.
Tissot watch. Swiss. 1855.
We're aware.
This spear came from the statue on the
Statue on the pedestal. We should test and see how old this spear actually is. Just saying.
Money was left inside the wallet.
Oh, there it is. Somebody gave the tablet as a gift, knowing that he could use the cover of the guy, of this king, to kill the person for coming near the tablet and going to take away his tablet because he was charged with always protecting his people. But in all reality, the guy set all of this up so that he could kill this guy for some reason.
An ordinary pencil.
An ordinary pencil. See, why is that important? Oh, we're taking all these?
Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols.
Okay. Definitely
The
interesting.
Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look.
Looks good. It's definitely looking awful Mayan. Very Mayan indeed. Not that I would know. I'm not an anthropologist or an archaeologist or anything like that. What do we got in the back here?
Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do some
I could
tracing.
use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs.
Oh, we're doing some decoding now?
They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
Okay, so we got a bit of a codex here. This, every, only, all. I don't know. We'll try 11 first. We'll go with God. And then the fish. Well, maybe if we start at the top. Let's start at the top. What do we got here? This matches up to... No. Maybe it's this? We're not exactly a great drawer, are we? I feel like we could have traced this. I feel like we probably could have traced this. Oh, we got more. Oh, we got more. Right. We took many pages. Okay. I was like, man, Sherlock, you really suck at drawing, dude. What do we got here? Ah, cursed weak. Oh, okay. Cursed. And then we'll go to the hand. Is that a, yeah, that's a hand grabbing something like this. Sorry, that's a little bright for y'all, ain't it? Let me bring this back. No hand. No hand grabbing. Okay, let's find the hand grabbing. Hand grabbing. Nope. Ah. Cursed to be. Okay. And now we'll go... Ah, wait. This is not that. This and this are not the same thing. Let's find that one then, shall we? No. No. Ah. You are cursed to be... Cursed to be... Nobody. What else do we got? What else do we got? The next one is the one that's like multiple 3 layers. It's like an ice cream sandwich of symbols, kinda. Let's find the ice cream sandwich with 3 different symbols. Where are you? Oh, is this... Not quite, hey? This is fun, though. I'm having some fun decoding this. It's going to frustrate me if I... There it is. You are cursed to be nobody. To find... Maybe? What do we got? We got some elephant stuff over here. This looks kind of like an elephant. I don't think they had elephants in South America, though. I'm very confident they don't have elephants. To find, to disturb, maybe, to sacred. Okay, now we got angry eyes. We got, oh, well, surprised eyes, actually. Surprised eyes. A sacred temple. And then we got hand, a clasped hand. We have clasped hand next. Oh, was that? No, different clasped hand. To meet sacred temple, to meet death. Sealed, maybe? Risen? Risen. We'll try risen. We'll see how that works. See how that looks. Okay, now we got angry face. Or what, like tooth cyclops? Toothy cyclops? Statue. Okay, and now we've got interesting hat. Okay, statue. All God, and then fish. Ugly fish. To have mercy. Okay. Cursed to be nobody. To find sacred temple. To meet death. Risen statue. All God. All chosen. All chosen. To descend. Risen statue. Only chosen to descend. Cursed to exist. No, cursed to be. Cursed to appear crowd. Cursed to be anyone. Cursed to be nobody. To find. To disturb. Sacred temple. To disturb. Sacred temple. To meet death. Risen statue, only chosen to descend. Cursed to be nobody. To exit sacred, to exit illuminated, to find sacred temple. Cursed to exist anyone, cursed to appear anyone. Oh. Cursed to appear anyone? That doesn't make sense. Cursed to be nobody. To disturb illuminated temple. To find sacred home. To meet death. To meet fate. Sealed master. No. To meet death. Risen statue. Every chosen to fly, or all chosen to fly. All chosen to descend. Oh! Okay. What the heck? Sacred temple, sacred village, illuminated village. It could be sacred or illuminated, but I'm assuming sacred. To exit, to find, or to disturb. To disturb sacred temple, to meet death. To be awarded sealed master, to be awarded risen statue, to meet fate, risen statue, only chosen to descend. Cursed to be nobody, to disturb sacred temple, to meet death, risen statue, only chosen to descend. Only chosen, to fly, frick it, man.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
No. Son of a gun. Okay, I think I've got to end the episode here because it's getting a little bit long and I'm really struggling with this. So we will come back to this in a moment. Well, next episode, anyways. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave me a dislike and maybe a comment as to why. And be sure to hit that bell so you don't miss anything from me ever again. All right, peace out.